So, where to begin on this video? I woke up at 1 in the morning and I go through news and everything else. And the first thing that I see is that someone tried to shoot Trump with pellets or something. I'm going to explain this, and I know I have friends that are Democrats. I know that I have friends that are Republicans. I know that I have friends that are liberals, etc. I know this. I want you to get a perspective view of history. It's not about liking Trump. It's not about voting Trump. But I will give you a good perspective on, let's say, condensing 100 years of history. Even say going back to Abraham Lincoln, okay? My view is like this, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln, and he hated the man so much that he went right up to close range. And I understand the gun was not good for long range, but he was so instilled with hatred that he wanted to get so close to the president to shoot. And I know that's about accuracy, but at the same time, this is the point. He had enough passion, enough bravery to do it. That's first. Then we have JFK getting killed. Now, depending who you want to look at that did it, whether it was Oswald, whether it was the CIA, which RFK Jr. says now, or, it was another mass conspiracy, or it was LBJ. No, it doesn't matter who. Maybe it was just a mixture of people that somehow coalesced for JFK. But the thing that I find funny about this historical thing, besides Trump getting shot, I mean more about JFK, is this. JFK did not want to continue the Vietnam conflict, okay? I remember a teacher, Mr. Weinman, back in 11th and 12th grade, 2003, 2004. He said, and it was an interesting theory at the time, I thought, he said, anyone could have been a part of the conspiracy theory to kill at JFK, because everyone benefited when he was dead. Everyone, the helicopter that did the Huey helicopter, they made millions and millions and millions of dollars, if not billions. Everyone benefited from JFK getting killed. Everyone benefited. LBJ benefited. Everyone benefited. Even when Bobby Kennedy was killed, everyone benefited from that. So, if you get the train of thought here, killing the individual benefits the ulterior collective group, whatever that collective group is. Now, in reference to Trump, here's the thing. You have Trump. You have his positions. Like him or hate them. Adore him or not like him. I get it. The thing that I think about the most is this. Is the guy wants to end the war in Ukraine. Now, will he end it the way that one person wants it or another person wants it? Will he end it the way that Putin wants it? Will he end it the way that Zelensky wants it? Will he end it the way that I want it? I don't know. I don't care. What I do care about, because it affects me directly, is this. I have friends involved in the war. I know people involved in the Ukrainian war. I have probably about a dozen friends that are involved directly in the war. I only have one friend that was conscripted. I have a bunch of other friends that joined up right when the thing happened in February of 2022. And I want you to be completely cognizantly aware. The real conflict, whether it was started by Russia, or it was started by separatists, or it was started by some idiots in the East, I don't care which details it matters. It blew up into a bigger storm. The key thing is this, is at the end of the day, the thing got bigger. And at the end of the day, more and more people were affected over 10 years. And then in 2022, which I was in this country, I'm still in this country. I leave and go back to the USA twice. And I come back here. You know why I come back here? Because when I look at the US, when I look at the politics, when I look at all the dumb fucking bullshit that is going on in America that does not resemble the country that I grew up in from 1985. I don't recognize my country, and you wonder why I left it. You wonder why. Another reason why? I realized that I'm intelligent enough and I have a good business sense enough that I can move my business and work in the US while being physically located outside of it. So yes, I did what was the rumor thing for CEOs. I outsourced. Yes, I outsourced. And you know what? I figured it's better to outsource and be in direct control of outsourcing than it is to live in the US and then outsource. That's what I did. And here's the thing. If America, if my country was so excellent, if my country was so great, if my country would look out for its citizens, if my country was so giving for opportunity, okay? Why did I have to drastically change my life and move to another country? And then we have this war, the inflation, the war on terror, whatever you want to call it, one event after another, boom, boom, shaka-laka, boom. Okay? One more event after another. And you wonder, why would I make such a drastic decision in order to get away from the bullshit in my country? And then I go to a country that resembles more closer to how I grew up as a kid, how I was raised as a kid. Be like a Southerner. Have people that trust each other, people that are about community, people that are about trust and honor and dedication and all of these things, okay? That's what attracted me to stay in this country. And I don't care if the country's name is Ukraine. I don't care if the country's name is Russia. I don't care if it's named Belarus. I don't care if the name is Latvia. I don't care if it's Bulgaria. I don't care what the name of the country is. What I care about is the people that inhabit the country and their values and their culture. And again, I want to point this out. If America was the stellar rock on the precipice, like Martin Luther King would say, the city on a hill. If it still was that. If it still was that, then why did I have to make a drastic decision in my life to move? Why was I told from going to ITT Tech that, oh yes, there's tons of IT jobs, there's tons of work, and then a financial crash comes in 2007 to 2008 and basically fucks the world economy, and it fucks most of the jobs for the next 3 years. And again, something that I learned in that event, that calamity of the financial reckoning from 2007 to like 2011? You want to know something that I learned? I learned that if I have kids, if I have children, I want them to have not one passport from one country, but they should have 2 passports, possibly 3 passports. And my thinking from that was that, I want them to have the opportunity to not be landlocked to one passport, that they can go somewhere and be considered someone else and start to do work, start to live somewhere else, and do whatever the hell they want. It's not about Trump. What it's about, to me, is the culture is going through fuckery. And you wonder why I make the decisions that I make. You wonder why I stay in a war zone in Ukraine. Go look at the fucking United States of America. Look at it. Look at it yourself and look directly at it. Can you say that the USA is not a war zone? What about the Boston bombings? What about Oklahoma City? What about any event in the 90s? Oh, the school shootings. Oh, the crazy Muslim shooter shooting a gay event. Oh, just the mental cognitive decline of the average person, being on medication or not. And I have a fucking handicap. I'm not on medication. Should I be on medication? Should I be on medication? Should I? Should I? Should I be on medication? I have a handicap. There's a bunch of people. They don't have a physical handicap. I'm not on medication, but they are. That means I should be. Should I? Think about it. I'm telling you, I've learned almost 6 years ago, in 2018, I learned 6 years ago that I live better outside of the U.S. My quality of living is higher than living in the U.S. You know what I also learned? Being American is here. It's here. It's not physically living in the country. It exists here. Think about it. Really, think about it.